I feel I'm down the bar. I've been around the world. I couldn't find a girl, so I'ma stick to him.
Ew! What's up, Nation? It's your boy Nation. I dropped my stylus, but for the first time on the channel, we are having 3DS capture carded. Well, I guess this isn't the first time I've ever had capture carded recording on the channel, but this is the first time I've recorded my own capture card for my channel. This is lit. But hey, what is going on, Nation? Your boy Nation. We're here with our week 8-9 battle in the ITL. Now I haven't been. If you guys didn't see the update video, I went to go check to see what the heck the week it was, but I don't really care right now. I think it's week 9. I have been off Mons. I just stab me in the heart type of thing right now. Yeah, it's definitely week 9 because I was 2-5, and I forfeited a week. So yeah, and those go down as do not plays instead of losses, which are kind of worse depending on how that works. But we went up against one of my good friends in the Pokemon community, Reckless Bat. We decided to bring Salazzle, Thundurus, Klefki, Empoleon, Garchomp, and Mimikyu. Man has Steelix, Clefable, Hoopa, Scolipede, Sock, and Jolteon. Now, I want to let you guys know, I contemplated Scarf Mons this entire time, and I contemplated Scarf Chomp, Scarf Thundurus. Then I was like, that probably wouldn't be the best idea, seeing as the only fast Mon he really has that outspeeds those is Jolteon. So I was like, okay, we'll be fine if we bring... And both of those resist his stab, and obviously HP Ice is there. So I recognize that HP Ice is there. That's why I brought Klefki and Empoleon. Klefki has Switcheroo. You know what? I'll go each Mon at a time. Salazzle is actually Corrosion, like official Corrosion user. Like Toxic is on it for the Steelix, and for it was mostly for the Heatran because I can't hit Heatran. So I was like, oh, if I get a Toxic off on it, that'll whittle it down and get it to a point where I can kill it. Steelix got 2-code by Flamethrower, pretty much, regardless of its spread. Got 2-code by Flamethrower. I think Assault Vest may have like rolls made it a 2-code or something like that. Then Thundurus is here. It also is rocking Sludge Wave and Taunt for the Steelix, so he can't set up rocks, and Clefable, so he can't set up rocks, and Scolipede, so he can't Swords Dance or Baton Pass, which I almost got that to work, but I didn't get it to work at the same time, so it just backfired on me. Then I have Thundurus here, and we have the Poison EMZ Thundurus with Sludge Wave, Thunderbolt, U-Turn, insert fourth move here. I can't remember because I never used it in the battle. I think I had HP Ground for the something. But anyway, as you can see, that moveset covers this team pretty decently. Jolteon actually gets hit pretty hard with HP Ground, so that's nice. Then we have Klefki, Switcheroo, Lagging Tail. I wanted to get the Light Tail on the Hoopa Unbound, the Scolipede, or the Jolteon. Those were my main goals. You'll see if that happens or not. Empoleon is there to defog and roar Mons in and out. Make sure they get hurt by the spikes that Klefki can set up. Because as you see, he has no hazard removal whatsoever. I took rocks off of Empoleon, but I'm so happy I brought spikes on Klefki as its last move. Then we have Garchomp with a... I can't remember what I had on the Garchomp, but I did... Oh, I had Sash. I had a Sash on the Salazzle. I don't remember what I had on the Garchomp, but I misgened my, whatchamacallit, my Mimikyu. It spreads, IVs, EVs, everything was right. But I misbred. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm gonna get sued or something by Virulus or something crazy. But I meant to put Shadow Sneak instead of Shadow Claw on my Mimikyu, and I put Shadow Claw, but I wanted to use Shadow Sneak, and it kind of hurts, but at the same time it kind of doesn't hurt at the end. So you'll see. It's a crazy battle. It's one of the best battles I've had in a while, and I've been dying to have good reason to play Mons, and it's just like not play Pokemon like LPs, because you know I love my LPs, but this competitive has been off, and now that I have a capture card, and the 3DS capture card itself is so much better. It's just 3DS gameplay is so much better. But we're gonna get into it. This is gonna be my first time recording this, so please kill the like button down below this. And if you want more of these, if you want to battle, follow me on Twitter. Link will be in the description below. All of Nick's stuff will be in the description below. Go check Reckless Bat out. Really good guy. He has a. I think they're doing a current randomized cage lock with Aaron. Go check that out. Link to his channel will be. Link to Reckless Bat's channel will be in the description below, along with his Twitter. Make sure you go follow me on Twitter if you want to have a battle or something. I might tweet out if I want to have a battle, but no guarantees. It's just like, you know, if I don't have a video for a day, I'll be like, hey, want a battle? Who wants a battle? Let's get a battle going. Like, alright, but let's get into it. Play! Oh my gosh. Alright, so I'm just gonna... This is my favorite music in the game so far. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Oh, it makes me so happy. Oh my gosh, you have no idea, guys. Alright. So we got Steelio Girl as his lead. He led with the Steelix, and I led with my Salazzle. Now, as I'm thinking this, I'm like, okay, it's probably of my best interest to go ahead and just Flamethrower. Just go ahead and Flamethrower, get the 2-co off, If he hits me with the Earthquake, we have the Sash, so we're going to kill this thing regardless of the situation. So we go for the Flamethrower, and as you can see, it does 2-ko. And I came to the conclusion he had to be Assault Vest because I didn't see leftovers, and that did a lot less damage than it should have. So we just Carmelita was like, yum, 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 you know, focus Sash for real. And then we go for another Flamethrower to get the kill. But he decides to switch out, and he goes into Bolt, his Jolteon. And Jolteon's going to take a decent chunk from this. And then as I see this, I realize I have no electric type switch-ins. Like, I have Thundurus and Garchomp, but I can't switch into it because I feel like HPI is coming. So I opted to switch into Klefki, because regardless, Klefki could take at least a Thunderbolt and a half, so we can get at least 1 layer of spikes up for this. But he does opt to go for the Hidden Power, and he gets the Hidden Power Ice, so this guarantees that I get a couple layers of spikes up. So I decided to go for spikes this turn. Turn 1, I thought it was no better time than the present to go for spikes. His rock setters are Steelix and Clefable, and I don't recognize that Clefable is a Stealth Rock user until later, but that's fine. Or it's not, actually, I don't think it was Stealth Rock. But he will switch out, gets a big chunk of damage off. I get my second layer of spikes up. I think I get my second layer of spikes up here. Still Yo Girl takes a decent amount of damage from spikes, which is awesome. I think I got 2 layers of spikes up. I don't remember. But we're going to go back. We're going to return, and we're going to go into Garchomp, which I don't know if he thought about this switch, but I thought it was a pretty aggressive switch in. Because regardless of it, I thought it was my best switch. I was going to go into Thundurus, but at the same time, I was like, eh. So we takes a lot from that Heavy Slam. It was a lot more than I expected, but the Rough Skin puts it within range to just knock it out with pretty much anything at this point. So an Earthquake, boom, down goes that Steelix, and Garchomp picks up his first kill of the game, which is awesome. We've had a really rough season, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think any of my mons are above 4 kills, and I got tossed my first 3 weeks, so we're back, and I feel good about myself in these last couple weeks. But here comes Clefable. Now, I do carry the Poison Jab, but I noticed that Poison Jab only did half, depending on his spread, so I was like, I'm not risking that, so I'm gonna go into Jiggly Keys now, take the Moonblast, and go about my day, you know? And when I saw this Moonblast damage, I was like, okay, this thing is a special attacker. I don't know if it's Calm Mind, but this thing hits hard right now. We get the special attack drop, which does not matter at all. We notice the leftovers are there. But we're going to go ahead, and I think this is where I get my second layer spikes up. Yeah, this is where I get my second layer spikes up. We get the second layer spikes up, which are very useful in this game. Breaks Socks, Sash, gets damage off on everything, and we notice that this thing's unaware instead of Magic Guard. So we take this Moonblast and live on 7, and I contemplated for a little bit. I was like, should I Toxic, or should I get the 3rd layer spikes up? And I said, overall, the Toxic is more important than the spikes. So I Toxic the Clefable, and that was it, sacking Klefki off, which, regardless of the fact, Klefki is useless at this point. So Klefki goes down to a Shadow Ball, which I actually did not see coming. So that's cool play on his part, and I'm thinking he might be Assault Vest as well, so whatever, works. But this Clefable is obviously an issue for my team. We have Sludge Wave, we have Flash Cannon, so I decided to go to Triton. Triton's gonna eat up basically any hit from this thing, and I'm just gonna fire off a Flash Cannon. But instead, I opt to Roar because I'm expecting the switch in. So he goes into Lean his Sock, which just so happens to be the best thing to Roar out, because it breaks its sturdy first off, and if I get that extra damage off later on in the battle, I can get a kill on that thing. It puts in damage for a lot of things. And then we get the Jolteons come in. I'm like, I need to keep Empoleon at full HP. I'll sack anything else, but I really need Empoleon at full. So I switch out. I decide to sack Carmelita. It was of my best interest. It didn't need to do anything anymore. It literally weakened the Steelix and got it assisted the kill. Did everything. I honestly almost switched into Thundurus. That didn't work out too well. Whatever. It's okay. We'll live. We'll live. We'll live. But then I go into Mimikyu, because I'm like, oh, we can take it out with a Play Rough. And this is where I was like, oh, I don't have Shadow Sneak, the thing that would kill it out, so I can keep my Disguise. And I got mad. So he hits me with a Shadow Ball. Alright, we lose our Disguise, but we still have the Sash intact. So we basically have another Sash ready to go, which we can survive another hit. Which Mimikyu's growing on me as a Pokemon, okay? So I go for a Play Rough, and we miss! Oh, so now I lose my Sash because of a miss. And I'm like, oh, that sucks, because we had Leech Life strapped and ready for the Hoopa Unbound. Oh, I was so mad. I was like, you know, that's frustrating, but I should have just went for Shadow Claw in the first place. 100% accurate. Would have gotten the kill anyway, but it's whatever. I honestly wanted to make sure that nothing switched in on it. That's basically how I felt. But now he goes and Bug Lucio, and I'm like, alright, Mimikyu's useless at this point. It doesn't outspeed much. I can't really do anything at this point, so I'm just gonna sack it here to an Earthquake, and that's exactly what I did. EQ takes out Mimikyu, and now we're at a 3-4, and this is getting harder and harder by the second, because now I just have Garchomp, Thundurus, and Empoleon. But Empoleon's at full, Thundurus is at full, Garchomp is 60%. But the Speed Boost kicks in, and I'm sitting here like, this is kind of get rough. So I go into Thundurus. We can live any one hit from this thing. I think Rock Slide, a banded Rock Slide we can't live, but he's not banded. And if he was banded, he'd be banded Earthquake, so that's good for us. Our Life Orb one. I think he was Life Orb. But he decides to Baton Pass into Lajin. And I almost clicked U-turn here, and this would have killed. Would have obliterated this thing. But either way, it's not a big deal. I go for a Thunderbolt to make sure I get the kill on the Scolipede, and it does amazing damage to everything else. And it did a good chunk of damage. A pair there would have been prime, but it's okay. So I decided to switch out, and I'm like, okay, my mon that I need to sack is Garchomp. Garchomp doesn't make any sense to keep around right now. Empoleon can live any one hit from this thing and kill it. So, Garchomp, you did such a great job this battle. You did your job, but you have to get sacked just so we can win this game. So Empoleon does come in next, and we figure out its Life Orb. It's kind of a roll. It's kind of a roll. The roll is in our favor to live this, but it's a roll for sure. So, I click Scald, hoping we live a Thunderbolt, praying we live a Thunderbolt. Boom! We live the Thunderbolt. Triton is a legend, and just the legend to come here. Scald. Down goes the big bad Hoopa Unbound, and oh my gosh, am I in a position right now. Like, this game could, I actually am still in a position to win this, because I can Thunderbolt, Thunderbolt, Thunderbolt. Like, I'm Poisoning him Z, so I can literally Acid Downpour the Clefable, Thunderbolt the Sock, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Like, I feel like I can win this game at this point, unless he's Scarfed. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. But he was Salad Berry, which honestly would have sucked too. But he goes for Ice Punch, predicting the Thundurus switching. I get hit hard, he gets the freeze, and then I'm like, wait, no, and then I'm like, wait, I've Scald, we're good. So we Scald melts the ice, and we Scald it, and then I hit it, and I'm going to explain to you why this kills at the end of the battle, because I totally forgot, Nick totally forgot, we're sitting here, like, how the heck did this kill? I got so lucky, some magical Pokemon glitch just helped me out, and we'll talk about it at the end. But, we get the kill on the, what's its name? Oh, I forgot about the Scolipede. We get the kill on the, what is that name? Sock. So now this thing is in Thunderbolt range. I'm just letting Empoleon go down. We can't take any more damage. If I would have switched out, bro, that would have been crazy wild. But it's okay if without it. So now we let Empoleon go down, which is okay. And a Scolipede comes in. We have Thundurus left, so it's Thundurus versus the Scolipede and the Clefable, I think? Yeah, Clefable. So we go for the Thunderbolt. Or he goes for the Rock Slide because he outspeeds. And we're like, oh, it's a roll. It might be roll, it might be roll, it might be roll. And we live it on 28. So we get the Thunderbolt off. And then we get the kill on the Scolipede. So that all that's left is the Clefable, and we literally obliterate this Acid Downpour. I think he thought he had this game won, because, I think Z-Move didn't cross mine. I thought he had the game won, and I was like, oh, let's just click Acid Downpour. I don't think Acid Downpour is copyrighted, right? If it is, I'll cut it out in editing. I'll upload it, see what happens. But anyway, we get the Acid Downpour off, and I love this animation in the game. Such a cool animation. And it just makes Sludge Wave look super dope too. Like, it's just Sludge Wave that looks like a gigantic Sludge Wave. So we get the kill off on the Clefable, and GG to my boy Reckless Bat. We win this league match. It was a crit, but it definitely didn't matter. So it was crazy. But the reason that Scald killed, because we had 49 match or something, and we're sitting here like, how, Sway? How did we kill? And then we all are like, and then he's like Torrent, and I was like, so now we know that Torrent, Overgrow, and Blaze are some of the clutchest abilities in the game. So shout out to Nick. Great battle. Go check them out. Links will be in the description below. Feel like I'm back. I had a lot of fun with that battle, as you could tell. Like, just my announcing felt good. But I'm gonna get to go out of here. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, kill the like button. More battle videos to come. I actually might do live battles. I'm not sure yet. So we're gonna get out of here. Continuation, for motivation.